All right. What is going on, everybody? We are live here in the After Review Studios. I am your host, Pete. Well, another week in the National Football League has gone by, and it was kind of a weird one once again. We're having a weird season. The season almost doesn't feel real. We're looking at the first place Indianapolis Colts and Denver Broncos, the New England Patriots, the Chicago Bears now in first place in the NFC North, and the Bears are not good. I just watched the Bears. Awful team. Like, bad football team. Remember all that shit talking in week one? Yeah, and the Bears are still fucking terrible. Caleb Williams was awful today again. Can't do anything. OJ, what's up? Lions prods, angry Lions fan. Yeah, Jared Goff, let's start. We're going to start with the Sunday night game here. Colts win the bye week. Officially, Colts win the bye week. Even though the Jaguars did win and the Texans won, but they were expected to win. So a little bit down. Zen, what's up? Welcome to the pit of misery with the rest of us. I know it's been a long time for the Chiefs. They don't know what it's like to have a bad to mediocre football team. But they clearly do right now. Eagles cheated. They did not. The Lions were just really fucking bad. It doesn't matter. I mean, it does. It's nice that they win, but they're not going anywhere, Chicago. It's a really bad football team right there. Caleb Williams is a really bad, guys. Defense lives off of turnovers. +2 in the turnover margin. They still need a miracle to win. Andy Reid won't run the ball. Yeah, everyone's kind of sick of the Mahomes-Reid combo right now. They're pretty sick of it, the Chiefs fans over there. But let's stick in Detroit and Philadelphia. Eagles take down the Lions 16-19. Jared Goff easily has his lowest completion percentage of his NFL career. He's 14 of 37. Does throw for 255, a touchdown, and a pick. And there was just no offense from this Lions team. The Eagles kind of copied that blueprint we saw 2 weeks ago from Minnesota against Detroit. They got dominated up front. 74 yards rushing, 3.5 a carry. They couldn't do anything there. Jahmyr Gibbs was your leading receiver. He had 5 for 107. Jameson Williams had the big touchdown play, obviously. 2 for 42 for Amon-Ra. Teams are just taking away Amon-Ra St. Brown. They know exactly what routes they want to run. No Sam Laporta is proving massive over there. Yeah, the offense was just terrible. Defense looked pretty solid tonight for Detroit, but this was a horrendous offensive performance. Yeah, the PI was really shitty at the end of that game. Sucks that it ended like that. But they were not competitive for this entire game, Detroit, really. 0 for 4 on fourth downs for them. This was a horrible offensive night. Goff is bad. If Goff has to make 2 steps other than that, like, he's so bad out of the pocket. He's so bad out of the pocket, Goff. He's horrendous. Say what's up. Hit the like button, guys, if you haven't already. Get us out into the algorithm. Watching all the games for us so far, I truly believe that we aren't going to lose by more than 2 scores at any point. Well, they've played the Lions and lost by 6 scores. Yes, I've watched other Bears games. They're terrible. Caleb Williams is terrible. They live off of turnovers. They run the ball really well. They couldn't run today. They're winning in the most ridiculous ways possible. A miracle against Cincinnati. A miracle against Las Vegas. A miracle again today. Like, that's just how Chicago keeps winning these games. A miracle against the Giants. They're still at bottom tier in, like, every defensive statistical category. They're still in the bottom of offensive categories. They have not moved much on any of those things at all. Need to draft a new QB next year. I agree. The Goff train is over. Vikings on the struggle bus, man. Reminds me of my Gators. Nobody's as bad as the Gators. Over there. Again, special teams sold the Vikings game today. Unreal. They had that Bears team beat again. JJ McCarthy clearly owns the Bears in the fourth quarter. Now, Jalen Hurts was dog shit as well. 135, 14-28. No touchdowns, no picks. They did nothing on the ground. He got the touchdown run. Just terrible. Saquon had an okay day. Tank Bigsby only gets 4 carries. It's just, again, weird. They force-fed A.J. Brown early in the game. Didn't do much at the end of the game. He, like, quits on the routes. Fucking A.J. Brown. Yeah, I would never want A.J. Brown on my football team ever. Ever would I want A.J. Brown on my team. He is so bad. So bad. Dotson did whatever. No Devontae Smith. Like, he had 1 catch for 8 yards. That killed me in fantasy. Eagles defense was great, though. Again, like I said, they dominated this Lions offense. Lions defense played well today, too, I thought. They really got after the Eagles. But this is a 2 weeks in a row the Eagles offense has kind of looked really bad, and we've had other instances of them looking bad. I'm concerned about the Eagles offense in general as a whole. The tush push got stopped. They ran 2 weird tush pushes as well. And they, yeah, I just don't know, man. But their defense is coming into shape. I think the Eagles defense is very good. Kind of like last year. I expected the Eagles to win. This was an ugly one. Lot to take away right now. Lions, just weird concern for the Lions at this point. They're just not as sharp. JJ's by far the worst quarterback of that class. I clearly haven't watched much of Michael Penix and Bo Nix because they aren't doing really any better, and they're about 4 years older. Who are your Super Bowl favorites right now? Frosty, I have no earthly idea in the NFC. The Rams, got to be the Rams in the NFC. Feels like the Rams are the Seahawks or the 49ers, one of the NFC West teams. And then in the AFC, the usual suspects. I don't think the Patriots are a serious contender. I don't think the Colts are a serious contender. I don't think the Broncos are a serious contender. It's going to be the Bills or the Ravens. And both teams are very flawed. Both teams we beat the Seahawks. Yes. Who's we? Who are we? The Rams? Yeah. They had 4 turnovers. Sam Darnold had, Rams. They had 3 turnovers today. They needed a 61-yard field goal miss. That game shouldn't have been as close as it was. That's concerning. Zin with the Jewels. What's up? What do the Jewels do? They pay me. You can pre-buy them so you can like divvy up smaller amounts to me. So do 0 touchdowns, 4. I think I thought he had 3 interceptions and they had a fumble. Anyway, yeah. And they barely lost. They lost by 2. That's not good. Daniel, what's up? Looks like somebody's a sore loser. Why? Because someone called AJ Brown. AJ Brown played better than y'all did. AJ Brown? What? I'm not a Lions fan, and AJ Brown was horrible tonight again. I'm overhyping the Ravens. I don't think so, man. Oh, Zen with the Sunday. Thanks, Zen. The Ravens are going to win that division. Rodgers is probably out a couple weeks now with a broken wrist. The Ravens have won 5 in a row, 4 in a row. Purdy looks like he's worlds better than Hurts. Yeah, Purdy looked great today, back healthy. We know the deal with the Niners. They got to get healthy. Niners healthy, Niners Super Bowl contender. Niners not healthy, not Super Bowl contender. There was a game in Madrid. This was the stupidest game ever. I hope you guys didn't actually win that. Oh, OJ with the super chat. Shout out, give the hypes up to OJ. Appreciate that. And Zins with more jewels over here. Colts, big game versus Kansas City. Yes, you can basically knock the Chiefs out of the playoffs next week. Massive. Do you think the Baltimore inner route becomes unstoppable if everyone starts to use it? The inner route? What do you mean? Like the inner route? Like their in routes? I don't know. I didn't watch a whole lot of that Ravens offense. You got free jewels somehow? We'll drop them over here then, Frosty. I didn't watch a whole lot of. Every time I was watching that game, the Browns had the ball. Lamar didn't look good today again though. It was there you go. Makeup brush. Poop. Happy poop. See, it just gives me like a text on all the jewels and super chats that you guys are sending. Over there. So yeah, this game in Madrid was stupid. They went to overtime. Watch more. Oh, that's it. Okay, yeah. I saw that play. That was gross. Yeah, the fake tush push, the spin out. I like that. Both his picks were tipped. It still played bad today, Lamar. They just weren't smooth. I mean, he got Myles Garrett at 4 sacks. Thoughts on Bryce Young? Bryce Young's had an elite game today. Zin is just spamming Frosty with the more jewels. I love it, guys. Keep the train rolling over here. Madrid, stupid. I hope nobody watched this. Overtime, Dolphins win. Dolphins literally went for it 4th and goal at the 2-yard line in a tie game with 1:40 left. Oh my God. Just what an insane. Mike McDaniel might literally have been trying to lose this game on purpose. Somebody might have needed to investigate him. Holy shit. Mariota throws the pick at the start of overtime. And that's all she wrote. You ran out of jewels? Oh, I appreciate it, Zin. Don't worry. Yeah, Ronnie Stanley was like a pylon. A lot of people are like a pylon against Myles Garrett, but they were bad. Shedeur Sanders did play today, and he was not good. Like I've been trying to tell everybody, he was not good today. But let's go to Bryce Young. We brought up Bryce Young. Let's talk about Bryce Young. The Carolina Panthers take down the Atlanta Falcons 30-27 in overtime. Michael Penix leaves this game with a knee injury. He was actually having a decent game, 13-16, only $175. He re-aggravated a bone bruise in his knee. Falcons scored 21 points in the first quarter. They managed 6 the rest of the game, and one was field goal was to tie the game and send it to overtime, and another field goal where the Panthers went for it on fourth down in Atlanta's field goal range. So Atlanta didn't even have to move anything. But Bryce Young, his best game as an NFL pro, 31-45, 448. Count them. 1, 2, 3 tutties for my guy. They didn't even run the ball today. 25 carries for 67 yards, 2.7 a carry. Atlanta said you are not running the ball against us. And Bryce Young, after looking horrendous today, I shouldn't say today, last week, looking horrendous last week, it was looking like it was over for Bryce Young, has a game. He was great today. Ted McMillan, a breakout performance, 8 for $130 and 2 tuds. I had him in fantasy. Xavier Leggett had 83 and a touchdown. Rico Dowdle almost had a touchdown. He just stepped out in regulation. That would have put this game away, too, on a nice little screen pass there. We got Tommy Tremblay with the one catch in overtime to put him into field goal range. So Cousins came in. He was bad. 6 of 14, 48 yards. Did have a good drive to tie the game. Get them into field goal range. So good drive for them. Another Bijan S day, 23, 104, 2 touchdowns. Tyler Algier added a touchdown. Drake London, 7 for 119. Doesn't get the touchdown, though. That's all this team is Bijan Drake. Just when you think you're done with the Panthers, you can't get done with the Panthers. Good win. They're 6-5 now. It's better than most teams in the NFL. McMillan looked really good as of recent. Yeah, and I thought he'd been fine all year. I thought McMillan's been good over all year, and it just big breakout game today. Dykings. Okay, Quan. Ted McMillan got you 34. Yeah. I am live, Tyreek. You left. I literally went downstairs to change the laundry. I was in the chat, and you had popped in and out. But yes, I am live, Tyreek. This is indeed not. You will know if it's pre-recorded, guys. I'll have the pinned comment going if it is pre-recorded over there. So Panthers win. That was a typical one. Gibbs was hard carrying tonight. True. Okay, this was a fun one. Buffalo takes down Tampa 44-32. So me not only having Ted McMillan, I also had Josh Allen today with Ted McMillan. So it's safe to say I won in that fantasy league. Josh Allen was only 19 of 30, 317, 2 picks, but he threw 3 tuds. He ran for 40 yards on 6 carries, added another 3 tuds. Big game. This game was weird, back and forth. The turnovers were bad. The defenses were not good. Over here, Baker was okay. He wasn't good down the stretch. He was, I don't know, man. Something's just off with this Buccaneers team. Sean Tucker had a huge day, though. 106, 2 touchdowns. The Bills can't stop the run. That is a concern. Sterling Shepard, your lead receiver. Emeka Buka has 5 for 40. Couldn't really get Cade Otton going. This team just is too hurt, banged up. They can't put it together with Sterling Shepard, Cade Otton, Tej Johnson over here. They got a Buka, and that's it in the receiving game. And they ran the ball okay, but no Bucky Irving. So Chris Godwin and Mike Evans being out just bad. It just kills this offense over there. There's still no receivers for Buffalo. I mean, Shavers, 4 for 90 and a touchdown, your leading receiver. James Cook had a big, long touchdown today as well. Ty Johnson with a crazy celebration. Look up Ty Johnson's touchdown in a celebration. I mean, Gabe Davis is catching for 40 yards over here. Obviously, no Kincaid today. Khalil Shakir, 1 catch for -3 yards, and he missed Shakir a couple of times wide open down the sideline. Just a weird game in general in Buffalo, man. But the Bills get the win, much needed. Bucks fall to 6-4. Buffalo keeps on New England's pace. If you haven't already, guys, hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We got all the sports content you guys could ever want. Live streams, videos, and shorts every single day. What's good? Good to see you, man. I got cooked on my NFL. Chargers can eat a fat one, but I did hit for 250 on some NBA picks. Yeah, the Chargers were a little. I had that. I flipped that pick this morning on my picks league, not on the videos picks. That was very typical that the Chargers would get blown out today. It's just very peak Chargers, very Jaguars, very Chargers. Should have known that one coming. I also liked the Giants today. They did cover, I believe. I haven't double checked. I'm pretty sure they covered. TB is part of the live, yes sir. -3 yards is crazy. Yeah. We didn't really let JSN do too much. 105, 12 targets, 9 receptions. Yeah, but they let him get open a couple times, and he drew the big pass interference to almost set up the big game-winning field goal. But relatively speaking, okay against JSN is about as good as you can do. Eagles are the worst 8-2 team. I don't know if that's true. OJ, there's some bad 8-2 teams out there. There's a really bad 7-3 team. The Broncos did play better today, though. Legacy game for Sean Tucker. Panthers 1 game behind of the Bucks. Crazy to say. True. That is crazy to say. They're actually not. They're tied in the win column. They're a half a game behind the Buccaneers. They're 1 back in the loss column. Pretty crazy. I'm going to shock at another beer to mask the pain of Andy Reid not running the ball in the last 2 possessions. Fair. I approve. Let's talk about your Minnesota. Sold the fuck. I don't know why anybody picked us to be favorite. I don't know why anybody thought we would win. We're bad. The Bears have a horseshoe up their ass. The Bears are also bad. Horseshoe teams do horseshoe team things, though. Big surprise for my team. We're in first place. Go Bears. Yes, they are the worst first place team in the NFL. They're not a good team, but they are in first place. It is insane to say the Bears are in first place in the NFC North, but scheduling matters, guys. Scheduling does matter in the National Football League. Eagles are good, just have chem issues. Yeah, their offense is not good, though. Their offense is bad. Like, it's just bad. The play calling's bad. I don't know. It's just bad. Their defense is very good. Their defense is really rounding into shape, which we kind of thought they would, but it's like really rounding into shape. Eagles are tough. We didn't let it get the deep throws plus the bat down for the TD. You think McCarthy is a reliable starting quarterback? Well, he's 5 games in, so I can't really make a decision yet. No, he's great in the 4th quarter. He's bad intermediate. But we also don't do anything to help our quarterback. We had like 4 drop passes today on good throws. Like just good throws that we dropped. And so when he has his bad throws and then you drop the good throws, things just compound into worse things. But we got to start running tempo. We got to start running quick stuff over the middle. Like he was great on that last drive. Walked right down the field, scored a touchdown to take the lead inside of a minute. No problem. Bryce Young turns into Thanos every time he sees the Falcons. Yeah, he was great today. He was great today. Steelers can knock the Bears down. Well, not with Mason Rudolph. Of course, they're going to not play Rodgers. They're going to play Mason Rudolph. Does Mason Rudolph maybe help for a game? I don't know. Texans and Ravens are tied with the Chiefs, and I don't have them winning against the Colts. True. Lol. Everyone look and see if you have jewels and send them. Yeah, guys, send me some jewels. Be lit. Who do I think is winning the MVP? Probably Matt Stafford after today. It might be Drake May. It's Matt Stafford or Drake May right now. Our backup quarterback is Max Brosmer, who is also a rookie. He has like 11 picks that needs to be cleaned up. I believe it is 8 picks for McCarthy so far. Yep, he just throws the ball and it gets picked off. The interception today was just bad throw, back corner of the end zone. Addison did a terrible job. Addison was a fucking piece of shit today. Like 450 since when, Bryce? True. Sad Skull tonight. Yep. Sad Skull, a game that they could have easily won just for the lulz. They don't play good. Nobody makes plays on the Vikings anymore. And every bounce goes against them. They're never lucky this year. Every bounce goes against them. Their turnover margin's terrible. They don't force turnovers. They're turning the ball over at a similar rate as they did last year. They just don't force that turnovers like they did last year. Like, Roma Dunze fumbles a ball, but he bobbles it, so he never had it, so it's an incomplete pass. Stuff like that. They hit Caleb. Caleb fumbles the ball. He lands right back on it. Just weird stuff like that. We knock a fumble out of Monungai's hands, and then our safety kicks the ball, and it bounces backwards 15 yards, and Roma Dunze recovers it. It's just like, we would have had the ball first down at the 20 in the first half. Just crazy shit like that. The thing I don't like about the Patriots, look at their schedule. Yeah, 32nd ranked schedule, 27th rating ranked schedule. They've played nobody. Texans survived the Titans. This was like one of the worst games to watch. Houston's getting shut out into the second half. Like, bad bad. Davis Mills, 26 of 41, 274. Did have a nice touchdown on Nico Collins, though. The Titans do fight back and tie this game up, and then Houston goes down, kicks the game-winning field goal. Cam Ward, not good, man. He looks bad. He's missing open guys. They also can't run the football at all, like zero rushing whatsoever. Same with the Texans. Texans cannot run the ball at all. The Texans defense is just good enough to win them games. They're hanging around. It is what it is. There's not much to say about this. It's just bad football. 8-2, yes, good record for the playoffs, but the ceiling will be capped. Cowboys with Quinn could be interesting. No, the Cowboys are bad. They don't have any talent. We're doing what we're supposed to do. Yeah, the Buccaneers win's the only win that they did. A lot of the NFL aren't beating teams they should, yet the Pats get shamed for doing it crazy. The Pats get shamed because they have the 32nd ranked strength of schedule. There's a reason. They have the 32nd ranked schedule. It's easier to go in from a week-to-week basis if you're not in these dogfights like other top teams are. When teams in the top play in dogfights week after week, like look at the Eagles. Packers-Lions back-to-back. They walked away with 2 wins. That's a dogfight. Patriots couldn't walk away from 2 wins with back-to-back games like that. Bills have the same schedule as Pats, and nobody is saying the same. I mean, they don't. The Bills actually play a first-place schedule, though. The Bills actually had to play the Ravens week 1. The Bills also actually had to play the Chiefs. And they're also actually going to have to play the Texans. Oh, they play the whole North. Okay, so the Patriots play the Ravens, too. So they had to play the Texans and the Chiefs, the first-place schedule. And the Eagles are their NFC first-place team. So that is a big difference. There's 3 first-place teams they had to play. Way different than the Patriots having to play. See, the Patriots had to play. The Patriots plus game was the Raiders that they somehow lost. Lost to the Raiders. And then the Panthers were their extra game. Oh, no, they play the whole South. Where's their extra game? What's their extra? The Giants. Oh, my God. The Juggernaut Giants is their extra game. And then their other AFC game is the Titans. Like, there's a big difference there, guys. There's a big difference there in scheduling. It's about who and when you play. Uh-oh. Really like to see the Cowboys lose tomorrow. Well, the Cowboys are probably going to win tomorrow. But they might lose because they are the Cowboys. It really doesn't matter, though, Ty. Philly on top, baby. Yeah, I wouldn't be super happy with the last 2 performances. Oh, Tawny. Packers are pretenders. Yeah, the Packers offense is bad. Let's talk about the Packers today. Fun fact, Denver is the only team to beat Philly and KC. Both teams were in the Super Bowl. Well, how many teams have played both Philly and KC? Not a lot. Literally like every week a team loses to a team they shouldn't to. We're consistently beat teams we're supposed to, and we beat the Bills. That helps. We beat Tampa. I don't know. Yeah, I don't think you get it, Tyree. Like, the schedule is interconnected. You playing soft and bad opponents helps from a week-to-week basis. Having to play hard teams week in and week out, and then you have let-ups against inferior teams. That's how scheduling works. That's the whole point. That's why the SEC is significantly better than the Big Ten or every other football conference every year, because they have to play harder games consistently across the conference. Vikings had a chance to win the game. We should have won. Our special team sold. I love being a Philly fan. I don't think any Philly fans even like being Philly fans. Love being a Denver fan. Vikings are buns. They are currently very average. Fly, Eagles, fly, but we have to do better. Definitely have to do better, but the defense looked really good. Thoughts on how Jacoby looked today? Jacoby Brissett, I mean, he was bad. He's a bad backup quarterback. Cowboys will probably lose. No. Denver, now Denver is real. Denver played better today. We'll see. We'll see. TBD, because they've been horrible lately. Horrible on offense. They played much better today. This was a very good Broncos performance. I know Philly's not a great team, but I'm happy we showed up this game. They did. The NFL has never been in a worse spot with competitive league. These opening spreads are outrageous week to week. I remember when a 10-point spread was considered crazy. We see 5 a week now. Yeah, because injuries are piling up. Dakota too. The injuries are piling up everywhere. I play college D2 basketball. No matter who you play, you have to win, bro. Yeah, but that's not how life works, man. The scheduling matters. Scheduling matters. Wear and tear is a thing. You should know wear and tear is a thing. Like, that's a massive thing. Yes. That's how what causes letdowns. This is not Madden. This is not lollipops and rainbows, guys. Everything's interconnected. Big 12 is the best, yeah. The bitch 12, even though Texas Tech is very good. You do play on your schedule. Nobody's expecting them to be this good at the beginning of the season. I mean, people definitely had the Patriots in the playoffs. I don't think they had them winning the division, but people had the Patriots in the playoffs. Their schedule was pathetic. We knew the Patriots schedule. The Bears schedule was bad. The Patriots schedule is pathetic. And the Niners schedule is soft. Chargers are really looking good. Well, you must not have watched today, Ty. They were horrible today. Tyreek, that's like a 3-year-old's response. Doesn't matter how good or your comp is either winning. You're either winning or losing. Yeah. But wear and tear is the thing. That's how it thinks. They play to their comp. It's just like the mental wear and tear, guys. That's how this thing works. There's a reason why, guys, the bye weeks are so important. Cowboys fan here. I hope we win. True. Jacoby got that NFL record. What? Most turnovers, most sacks. I know Mark Andrews had a big record. How about the Seahawks? They lost. Sam Darnold did Sam Darnold things. We'll probably make Geno look like the MVP. True. Broncos won, dummy. I said the Broncos won. They looked good today. They've been shit the last 4 weeks. Seahawks for the Super Bowl, they lost today. Hoping the Cowboys D is completely different versus Las Vegas. That's a dream. That's not happening. I'm a Denver fan. We need to work on some of that. Yeah, the offense is the real problem in Denver. Last 2 games, Vikings beat themselves. True. Go Seahawks. Paying Sutton. Oh, sorry, that was on this Lobby Joe things. More Seahawks fan. Let's go Packers. Oof. KU's the best. Jay said. Lol. The Seahawks spam is going crazy for a team that lost today. That's crazy. That's funny. I remember people saying the Bears schedule is tough back in August. I don't know what you're talking about, Lord Crimson. Nobody said that. The Bears had a 4th place schedule. Nobody said that. No Cowboys, no. Raiders, no. Commanders, you would have said were better than they were. Saints, no. Ravens, fine. Bengals, we know what the Bengals are. Giants, no. Steelers, the Steelers, and they still haven't played the Steelers yet. Eagles, tough game, but here comes a tough game in the schedule. Eagles, Packers, Browns, no. Packers again. Niners is the tough game, and then the Lions again. That's it. But the fucking Raiders. The Raiders and the NFC East is bad. We knew the NFC East was bad. And the Bengals were a Joe Burrow injury away from being the Bengals. That's what they are. The whole division beat up on the Bengals. Giants, bad. So, and they're catching the Steelers without Rodgers. Maybe that's a benefit. Maybe it's not. But the hard part of the schedule is coming up since they got to play the Packers, Browns twice. But the front end of the schedule was easy. Very easy, and they had lost to the only competent teams they had played. Okay, I didn't even talk about Packers-Giants. Packers win this game. Jordan Love gets hurt. He comes back in. Malik Willis did throw a touchdown filling in. 47 completes for... I didn't even watch. That game was off when that game was off over here. He completed 47 passes, and they were getting killed. Jesus. The Pats will be better for years to come. Yes. Green, what's up? Yes, this is not the Pats year. It'll be in 2 years or next year. They still have a ton of holes. The offensive line, skill positions won. The offensive line's bad still too. And the pass defense is kind of weak. Their run defense is really good. Geez, see, I checked out. Once that game, what was that game? Once that game got to 28, 35, I was not paying attention to that game. KOC actually called a pretty good game, but the drops, McCarthy's in everything was all over. Mark Andrews broke. Q Gamer, appreciate the jewels. Chat skipped. Mark Andrews broke. Derek Mason's, Sam Darnold, 4 picks. Almost beat the Rams with 4 picks, but that's what Sam Darnold does, guys. Cowboys defense will continue to be bad. True. Yes, the Broncos won. They look good today. They've been terrible 4 weeks. I don't know what I have to tell you, Hypernova. Chiefs don't have it. They need help bad. Yeah, it's over. Drake May. Sam Darnold is Tony Romo 2.0. If you know, you know. Don't ever compare Tony Romo to Sam Darnold ever again. Tony Romo was excellent. Tony Romo carried terrible Cowboy teams to decent average records. Sam Darnold is half the quarterback Tony Romo is. Don't ever insult Tony Romo like that ever again. Sam Darnold is a pumpkin. We know it. What do you think, guys? We want a 3-game suspension for Jamar Chase for spitting on Ramsey, that even though he didn't spit on him, but he definitely spit on him. The Bengals were considered bad in August. Yeah, most people didn't have the Bengals in the playoffs, and as soon as Joe Burrow gets hurt, it's over. As we all knew. Everybody knew their defense was terrible. The Bengals were like an 8-win team, and now they're like a 3-win team, 4-win team without Joe Burrow. When Darnold's pocket collapses, so does he. True. Well, most quarterbacks, that's true, too, to be fair. Cowboys defense. Well, the defense will look slightly different even under Eberflus, Quinn, and Siobhan. They're still just going to be bad. They're still going to be bad. I never played football, so I can't speak on the physical nature, but as an athlete, I know if you're not beating bad teams, you're definitely not beating the good teams. So the fact that the Pats winning is positive. It's positive. It's just, I'm not taking them seriously as a contender. NFC gay? What? Drake May is the MVP, though? Nope, Matt Stafford. Go Birds, back-to-back. Broad Street, the offense going to have to get it figured out if they want to go back-to-back. I think the NFC reps coming out of the NFC West this year. Good to be back. Time to talk shit about the Cardinals. They were pretty terrible today, the Cardinals. Derek Mason was a Titans. Great. Go Birds. Don't you dare be disrespected by Packers. Tanner, I can disrespect the Packers. They, again, whatever game today. Packers don't have a good offense. Their offense is bad. Let's do this, guys. I tried to catch up in the chat. Pete, isn't funny how you said you'd buy me? I am. And second year, I get credit for picking Drake May every season. Also, you cover the Vikings game yet? No, didn't cover the Vikings game yet. Yeah, like the stream. Matt Stafford MVP. Tony Romo was good until the playoffs. That's why I compare Tony Romo until it really mattered. Tony Romo wasn't even bad in some of those playoff games. Eagles have the best defense in the league. I don't know about that, but their defense is coming into shape. They're getting very good. Yeah, please support me. Go Pack Go. More like Blow Pack Blow. I'm trying to catch up, guys. What's the most surprise game? Pick the Eagles. Pick the Eagles. All right. Back-to-back. Niners fan. Go Bears. Everybody. All right. Guys, spam your teams. I like it. It's fine. Bears still suck. LOL. Defense wins championships. It does, but you need to have a competent offense. The offense is bad. How do I feel about Shedeur Sanders? 4-16 and a pick, 2 sacks. Tony Romo is overrated. Rest. No, he's fine. Tony Romo's good. All right. I'm going really fast. Everybody hit the like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. We got daily sports content. Let's do Packers Giants. I've been sitting here forever on you guys. I appreciate everybody trying to keep up. I love that the chat is full. You guys are awesome over there. Jordan Love, fine. Got hurt, came back, was still whatever. They couldn't run the ball really much today. Like Josh Jacobs got hurt. They think he avoided major knee injury, but he will be back. But he's gonna miss some games over there. So we'll see. Josh, appreciate the sub. Welcome, welcome. Guys, if you subbed, you're new here, drop it in the chat. If I haven't shouted you out, I'll gladly shout you out. Emmanuel Wilson got a touchdown, 11 for 40. Romeo Doubs in his big goofy helmet had a nice catch today, 53. Christian Watson with a really nice touchdown catch. Physical hand strength on that one. 4 for 46, 2 touchdowns. Savion Williams, it's just like the Packers receivers or whatever. Like the Packers offense just hurts to watch. Defense did a pretty good job. Jameis did give them the lead, which was kind of funny. Jameis was fine. Did throw a pick at the end there. I think it was at the end. Or was it the fumble at the end? Was it a fumble at the end? It was a fumble at the end for him. Tyrone Tracy had a nice day. Singletary had the 2 touchdowns. Jameis had the quarterback sneak for a touchdown. But 19 for 88. This is a little concerning. 3.7 is not crazy per carry. But the Packers have been giving up some running games the last few weeks. Not much throwing the ball. The weather was also terrible. Like, they missed 2 extra points, Green Bay. The Giants missed an extra point. The wind was crazy on the East Coast today. It was all over that. Sam Darnold never sniffed the playoffs until he joined the Vikings. True. I love JJ for you. Never change. Cool. We're going to smash the Vikings next week. Maybe, but their offense is bad, Green Bay. So they're only going to do it if the defense forces turnovers. Packers offense is bad. Since the Packers set the record for the fewest amount of yards and points given up in a team's first 3 losses of the season. Yeah, Packers, I don't take the Packers for real as a contender over there. Like I said, I've been on it all year. Everybody's just a little bit worse in the NFC North, and the Bears are a little bit better. Bengals, Steelers. Steelers dominate the Bengals. Jamar Chase splits on people. Making Joe Flacco throw 40 times is hilarious. Chase Brown had a really good game, though, on the ground. 99 yards. Would have liked that 100-yard for fantasy over there. Rodgers gets hurt. Mason Rudolph comes in, is fine. Jalen, like, they run the ball, whatever. Steelers defense is just killing people now. It's all or nothing for the Steelers team on it's like their defense, their offense is kind of really abysmal to watch over here. The Steelers are not a fun watch. Did they have 2 defensive touchdowns or just 1? They had 2 defensive touchdowns. That's what I thought. Duggar and then Pierce had the late one over there. So 2 touchdowns on defense. This is what the Steelers are. But they're making life a little bit difficult they're making life difficult for the Ravens to catch back up. So, yeah. I feel bad for Calvin Ridley, bro. Yes, just came back, snapped his, he broke his tibia? He broke his leg. Who are my top 5 contenders as a whole? Let me think. Super Bowl contenders. Depending on health, here, let's go by conference here. Maybe the Broncos, Buffalo, Baltimore. I really don't take the Patriots seriously as a contender, or the Colts, or the Chargers. Definitely not the Jaguars, and I don't think the Chiefs are going to make the playoffs. AFC's bad. Eagles are contenders. The Rams are contenders. The Seahawks are contenders. I don't buy the Packers. I kind of don't buy the Lions. Maybe the Lions. They feel weird. 49ers, if they're healthy, are contenders. But that's about it. Not the Bears. I don't think if Tampa Bay gets healthy, they could be. But I don't really think so. Obviously, I think Sam Darnold limits the Seahawks. I really think it's these two in the NFC. I think that's going to be our NFC Championship game. And that was the pseudo NFC Championship game last year. I think there's a blueprint on how to beat the Lions now, and Goff is just really bad under duress. Niners are hurt. Packers offense is just really inconsistent and not good. Seattle has Sam Darnold. Buccaneers just don't have a lot of talent, and they're injured. The Bears are the worst 7-3 team in the league. They're not any good. So yeah, I think it's these. I think it's the Eagles and the Rams. As I'll say. I'd like the Chargers if they were healthy, but they're not. You can't trust them. I feel like I trust the Colts a little bit more than the Patriots. I think the Colts have a formula that will travel in the playoffs. But again, with the quarterback play of these, I just find it so hard to think that these quarterbacks are going to beat a guy like Allen or Mahomes or Lamar. I don't think the teams are significantly better is the point too. That's the problem. We know quarterback play wins in the playoffs. The teams are a little better. I don't think they're significantly better. That's the whole point. JJ versus Love is going to be a battle to the bottom. Yes, we had a battle at the bottom with Caleb and JJ today. They're going to tear Joe Flacco's shoulder out of his pocket. True. But Burrow said he will be back after Thanksgiving. Watching the stealing is boring. They're the 2000 San Antonio Spurs of the NFL. They're not even anywhere near as good as the San Antonio 2000 Spurs. I don't take Denver seriously yet. Prediction for the final 7 teams for the NFC playoffs. I think it's a little early, young. But it's probably, it's going to be the Eagles, the 3 NFC West teams, the Lions, the Packers, and then the last spot is the Bears? The Bears, maybe? Maybe the Panthers? I don't know. I think I did that right. I can't think of any AFC teams outside the Bills for real. I'm kind of on that Chiefs train, Pete. Yeah, I'm out on the Chiefs. I don't know, man. It's just weird. The Pats are this year's Commanders. Thoughts? Yeah, that's about right. That's fine. They're not really that good. Bad schedule. Good quarterback play. Good head coach. Kind of getting rolling sevens. Yeah, I think that's a good comp. And the Bears also a good comp to that Commanders team. Watch your Pats Super Bowl this year. I don't think so. No Pats Super Bowl. Low-key, I can't afford to go, so I don't want them to go to the Super Bowl right now. I need to get my money up. Fair. My Niners are definitely hurt. Have to rely on healthy offense and solid. Yeah, Indy is not a contender. Kind of. Daniel Jones. That's the thing. And their secondary is not ideal. Sauce is an upgrade too. Vrabel is not a Super Bowl winning head coach. I definitely think he is. I definitely think he could be. Yeah. Could Purdy make a run and win MVP? No, absolutely not, Dakota. Absolutely not. I'm no Pats hater. I'm just trying to be realistic. No, I think that was a good, Cram. I think that was a really good comp this year. Colts are this year's Vikings, potentially. How do I feel about the Lamar? He played like trash. No, yeah, he played bad today, Lamar. Definitely didn't play good. Chargers, Jaguars, just LOL Chargers. There is no bigger opponent than Justin Herbert and his offensive line. They could not fucking block for Justin Herbert. My man was going to die out there. 10 of 18, 81 yards. They can't run. The offensive line, Kamani Vidal got hurt in this game too, so they really couldn't run. This team is too hurt to stay alive. Typical Jags, just being the Jags, winning this game. ETN, 2 touchdowns. Tootin has his best game as a pro, 74 and a tud. Jacoby Myers, leading receiver. And we still didn't have BTJ. Obviously, out for the year is old boy Travis Hunter. But yeah, LOL, very predictable. If I really thought about this, this was very predictable. Hilarious. Bad. Chargers, yeah, Chargers are dead. If KC and Baltimore don't make it, I think the Ravens are going to make it. Josh Allen has no excuse on why they don't make it to the playoffs over the past years. Yeah. That's been the excuse. One of the teams always stop him. The problem is the rest of his team. I think they're going to, they almost lost again today. He scored 44 points. Packers are so confusing. I just don't think they're that good. Their offense especially. And their secondaries. The Packers secondary isn't good. Their pass rush is really good. And they've been leaning on a good run defense as well. It's not just the O-line, tight end, running back. It's a whole cavalcade in LA with the Chargers. Eagles defense can get good. Yeah, they are good and they're getting better. How do I feel about that man Michael Wilson's game today? I don't even know what Michael Wilson did today. Bill's window is about to close. Yeah, probably. Just happy CMC is not washed. Yeah, CMC's been great this year. CMC had a huge day today as well. Let's do that game real quick. Jacoby Brissett, 47 of 45, 2 touchdowns, 2 picks. That's awesome. That's crazy. 445. This game was not competitive ever. Brock Purdy, efficient, 3 tuds, 200 yards. McCaffrey, 81, 2 tuds on the ground. Also added a tud receiving. Yeah, 5 for 40. Kittle with 2 touchdowns. Jennings back. Defense dominated over here. 3 turnovers for them. What did Michael Wilson do? 15 for 185 in garbage time. Nice. That's nice. Did Marvin Harrison Jr. not even play today? What the fuck? Was he active? He must not have been active. If he was active and put up a 0, problems. Trey McBride doing Trey McBride things. Get my man on a good team. I love Trey McBride. He's awesome. Great tight end game today. Great matchups over there. So, yeah, 49ers, just it's a health thing. I like the essence of this team. I like the players on this team. Marvin was hurt. Yeah. It checks out. Mike Vrabel barely made the playoffs, and they went on a run to the AFC Championship game. True, but he did lose also as a 1 seed, but he also had Ryan Tannehill as his quarterback, 15 for 185. God-tier play today in fantasy. I know nobody out there, unless you're in like a 16-teamer, played Michael Wilson today. I don't get how McConnell picked JJ as his guy, all the good he's done with scrubs, and he handpicks JJ. I think that was a GM move that made us say you have to draft a rookie quarterback and not pay them. The McVay system, you don't see Sean McVay dumped Jared Goff for a reason, guys. You have to be a veteran quarterback to run this offense. We throw the ball 15 yards downfield. It's a very complicated offense. It's not a good offense for young quarterbacks at all. I don't think we'd see any. I think Drake May would struggle in this offense. As good as Drake May throws the deep ball, I think he would struggle. I just think the offense is too complex for young quarterbacks. You have to be a veteran. You have to be a veteran quarterback with NFL foundation. Now, you can be a recovery project like Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold was a 5-year pro, 6-year pro, had the foundation as a quarterback in the league. Oh, that's right. He did have the appendix surgery. That's right. He had that like on Monday. I forgot about that. That was an early week news dump. I forgot about that. I know it's Atlanta, but Bryce Young, 480. Yep. 44, 3 tuds. A little wild. We usually have a good culture in Frisco. Marvin Harrison, what? Junior's thing exploded. Yeah, Ryan Tannehill, horrible. Not good. Cowboys could save $35 million in cap space if they cut Diggs, steal Donovan Wilson, which will more than likely happen. Yeah, I'm sure they will. Sean McVay was right to get off Goff. Yes, that's the whole point. He needs a veteran. You need a veteran experienced quarterback for these high complex offenses. So let's talk about our guy Goffrey today. Not Goffrey, Matt Stafford, his replacement. 15 to 28, 132 touchdowns. Not a great day. Your boy Drake May is going to be the MVP favorite now going into the week. Darnold was kind of shit. I mean, it was a Darnold game. I had Seahawks fans in my chat argue with me. 29 to 44, 4 INTs. They lose this game by 2 points. Seahawks defense did a phenomenal job today. They made life miserable for LA in the second half. Like, miserable for LA. Puka Nacua had a nice end around. Kyron, okay day. I would call that a good day for Kyron, especially against this 49ers or the Seahawks defense. Puka 7 for 75, but then 1 for 23 for Higbee. Colby Parkinson 2 for 14. Devontae has 1 for 1. Like, they couldn't do anything on offense, man. passing the ball. So Seahawks defense was excellent today. Darnold did what Darnold's going to do, guys. I've tried to tell everybody. I've let everybody know. And their run game was better today. Seattle, I think that helped. Kenneth Walker, 16 for 67 and a touchdown. JSN, a bad day for JSN, but still an excellent day, 9 for 105. AJ Barner's really starting to round into a really nice shape as a tight end for them. And Rashid Shaheed's still getting worked into the offense. Cooper Kupp's kind of washed over there. But yeah, Sam Darnold sold a great defensive performance. Again, what else is new? It's what Darnold does. 4 picks, lose by 2 points. Bad game for Sam. And he's been bad. He's been shit in a lot of games this year. They've just been killing teams, murdering teams. Goff is great when no one is around him. Any pressure at all, he folds. Yep, if he's not a perfect robot in the pocket, he is bad. Darnold just had to get rid of the yips. Still has them a bit, but way more poise now. He is not any more poise, young. He's just bad. Super football, hello. Ram Darnold, little Kyron A today. I want Mike LaFleur now for the Ravens head coach. I'm on the LaFleur hype. You don't want any more LaFleurs. The Niners, yes, King Richard just went over it. Nail Polish Man, your daddy, emu. Oh, we missed that game. There we go, because it's at the top. No, the man who went 16 to 32 for 193 and ran for 26 yards. No, he didn't even do anything. The Bears literally didn't even have to put a drive together to get into field goal range in this game. I totally missed this game. Yeah, but he's not calling plays, Zay. He's not calling play, but we're off the LaFleur train. I kind of hate the shit in Green Bay. But yes, I know they stole him. If Dak ended up on the Vikings, they'd become a dynasty. No, Taj, Dak's washed. Old. Now be nice to your father. Emu, shut up. How'd the Falcons do today, Emu? How'd they do? Just update. They didn't even have to go on a drive. So Caleb was terrible. JJ McCarthy was terrible. We had drops from all the receivers from both teams. Nobody could do anything. The run game was okay for the Vikings. It was better for the Bears, but not even. 3.6 a carry, 5.2. 2 turnovers for McCarthy, 0 for the Bears. Bears need another miracle. Fourth quarter drive, McCarthy goes down the field. He had like 74 yards passing, and then he doubled his passing total for the game. Lit it up. Jefferson, your leading receiver. Hawkinson sucks. Addison sucks. He had the touchdown, though. Defense was solid today, but still gave up some bad plays to them. And the kick return to the Vikings 40 with 50 seconds left sells the game. And the Bears didn't even have to go on a drive. I would have loved to see Caleb have to complete some passes to move them into field goal range, because I don't think he would have. So typical sell job by the Vikings. Another 14-point fourth quarter for them on offense. So now they've scored 35 points on the Bears in the fourth quarter in 2 games this year. Just no consistency in the middle here. No consistency in the middle there. I think the injury-riddled Niners beat the Bears in a few weeks. I think so, too. It's pretty far down the line. Jalen isn't dog shit. The OC sucks. Eagles' defense is going to win their second in a row. Jalen is not good. The offense is not good in a hole. They can't run block. The running game is bad. And A.J. Brown is an actual cancer. He's an actual cancer. 30-3. 31-30. Would you guys take Mac or no? Yeah, McCorkle's fine. Hurts his 5 packs of ass. Y'all suck. No fun league. Clown. Laughing. What? That sounds like dissidence against our glorious regime. Long live Supreme Reader Kirko. Yeah, but we need an offensive genius, not a special teams coach. Fair. I don't know how much of an offensive genius he is, though. He is inevitable. Kirko Chains. Kirk Vember? Is it going to be Kirk Vember? Caleb has a lot of upside, some sus play calling drops and poor special teams. Caleb can't hit open receivers either. Caleb is highly inaccurate, man. Vikings are a curse scream. Rams over the Eagles, close. I mean, what? Laughing over it. What? If it wasn't for one play, the Rams would have beaten the Eagles in a blizzard last year in the playoffs. Those teams are very equal. Bears D is so dang. Their D is just bad also. They've been bad all year. Blasphemous. Eagles going back to back. Defense wins championship. Can't win if you can't score. You also can't win if you can't score. I think the Bears-Eagles alliance is funny. Yeah, that's stupid. No, I think Kirk is regressing at everything except willing Penix to be injured. Fair. I don't know. I think Penix will be okay. It's just a bone bruise. What do you think Mac is worth as far as draft conversation goes for my team? Probably like a 3, I don't know, like a third, second maybe, because he's under contract for next year. Can't tell me Eagles won't go back-to-back. The Eagles will not go back-to-back. I just told it to you. What? Eagles not winning the Super Bowl again. Last year, their offense was explosive. This year, their offense was explosive diarrhea. True. They can't run the football. They won last year because they could run the football. They can't run the football anymore. But we won't be. Same thing about O'Connell, Sean McVay, so many others in the NFL. Yeah, but they also said it about Zach Taylor. Terrible. Brian Callahan. Terrible. Brian Table. Kind of bad. Common sense. You also have to score points. Like, you can't win just on defense. How are the Broncos like 9 wins? How do the Bears have 7 wins? I don't want to trade back. We need well, you can't trade them this year, so it would be in the offseason. Have to figure it out. So yeah, stupid game. The Bears didn't even have to do anything to win this. The Bears have the horseshoe up their ass. The Bears and the Broncos have a horseshoe up their ass this year. How did you start learning about football? I was born into it. V-baller. I was a child. And I just consumed football. Pats. Yes, Pats. Browns-Ravens. Shedeur Sanders makes his NFL debut. 4 of 16. 1 pick. Takes 2 sacks. He was atrocious in this game. But he threw the ball like, nice downfield. He converted a 3rd and 10 that he threw a pass 7 yards short of the sticks. Lamar, really bad game today. 2 picks. Not all his fault, but 14 of 25, 193. Didn't look comfortable whatsoever. Henry had the big 59-yard run. 103 and a touchdown, but other than that run, couldn't do much. Mark Andrews, awesome play at the end of the game on the fake tush push for the touchdown, sealed the deal. We kind of talked about this last night. Zay, Browns, sneaky close, right? Browns always feisty, especially at home. Cleveland's defense plays good. Cleveland's defense is good at home. Myles Garrett had 4 sacks today. This was kind of like, we knew this game could look, this was always on the table for looking ugly and the Ravens potentially losing this game over here. Zay Flowers, 3 for 78. He did just get tackled short of the end zone too. Mandrews, 3 for 32. Just not a whole lot going on today for them. Offensively, defense was pretty good. Late, obviously, Gabriel goes out with a concussion. 7 of 10, 68 yards. Judkins, good day rushing. Nothing receiving-wise. Schwessinger had a pick. Didn't Schwessinger have a pick, too? He had 2 pass deflections. I thought Schwessinger had a pick. 4 sacks. 4 sacks for Garrett, 5 tackles for a loss, and 5 QB hits. Myles Garrett is a human wrecking ball. And Kyle Hamilton, also very good. Made a lot of plays today. Kyle Hamilton in the box is a demon. So an ugly and sloppy game. Mark Andrews does break the all-time receiving record for the Ravens, so shout out to Mark. But they keep chugging along, get those wins. The Ravens' schedule, we knew it was soft coming up. Jets next week. Jets had 10 days, but still soft. Bengals, Thanksgiving, short week at home. Love that. Steelers, love that. At the Bengals, Joe Burrow will be back for that game, most likely. Patriots, interesting game. At the Packers, tough game. At the Steelers last week of the season, probably decides the division. So, Ravens keep winning. That's all that matters. For them, when you dug yourself a hole, you just keep winning. Just keep winning. Bum, 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 bum. You can't win just on defense. Hugh Freeze would like you to teach him your football genius. Yes, he needs it. Eagles aren't good offensively. Majority of it falls on the QB. Played like a 5th rounder. Who, the OC is calling plays. Yeah, but he's still playing bad. Hurts is also not a good quarterback, guys. We know this. Hurts is an average quarterback. Didn't Sanders wide receivers have 6 yards on 16 dropbacks or some shit? Yeah, it was pretty bad. Those yeah. OC calling all these checkdowns. No. How's Hawkinson as a run blocker? Shit. QB is qualified for a special. Like 2 can't do one more than 1 read. Sanders fumbled twice too. He recovered both of them, didn't he? He recovered 1 at least. There's a lot of copium going on in Philly right now. They have spies everywhere. I'm a Chargers fan. I think we could find 5 crackheads at Walmart that do better than what we currently have. Yeah, the offensive line is a real problem, Vincent, unfortunately, because I like the Chargers. Herbert's been playing great this year. You can't just keep saying defense wins championships. Yeah, but this is not 1985. You have to be able to move the football and score. Hurts isn't good. Yeah. Literally nobody complained about the Eagles offense last year because they could run the football. They complained about Hurts because he has 2 playoff wins over 150 yards passing. Yes. The NFL again proves what they know what they do with Sanders' 5th round draft pick at best. Yup. I'm glad we heard a certain group of people shut the fuck up now about Sanders. They're already making excuses. He wasn't prepared. He wasn't ready. Oh, that's so fucking stupid. He's bad, guys. He's just bad. Hurts is mid and they overhype. He's an average quarterback. I wouldn't call him mid. He's average. There's a difference. Jordan Love is mid. Jalen Hurts is average. There's a difference. Mid has a very negative connotation, guys. Hey, the defense also needs the offense to stay on the field. That way they don't tire out. True. Hurts threw touchdowns to AJ in the Super Bowl. No, I don't. Did he? I thought Devontae Smith had the touchdown in the Super Bowl. Mid is average to me. It's different. Mid is negative. Mid is negative. Average is slightly above mid. Mid just feels so negative. Speaking of mid, let's look at the Broncos and the Chiefs. Chiefs now 5-5. That's mid over here. Started 1 of 10 when Sanders came in. Christ. Yeah, I know he was bad. God damn. It's all the Browns' fault. He wasn't ready. Maybe he should be more prepared, guys. And look, I know the Ravens defense has been playing a lot better, but they're not the 76 Bears. Taj with the jewels. Shout out. Let's go. This is exactly why Eagle fans are the worst. They just can't hear an opinion and let someone have their opinion. They have to talk it to death. True. Eagles OC needs to go. Maybe. Mahomes and the Chiefs need the old OC back. Everybody hates Matt Nagy. He sucks. Andy Reid still calling plays. Debo and AJ are good friends. Coincidence that they both cried their way out of places? Absolutely not. He's a mediocre QB who's overhyped due to his excellent supporting cast, which to his credit does get the use out of at least until this year. True. Or the Ravens. It is the 2000 Ravens. Yeah. You have to be able to score points to win in the NFL, guys. You don't have to light it up, but you have to be able to score. Who do you like this year, bro, for QB? Georgia destroyed Arch Manning. Arch Manning wasn't going anywhere anyway. It's going to be Mendoza, I think, is the first pick. Mahomes' ass. Mahomes is fine today. That pick was bad, man, though. That pick was awful today from Mahomes. The play calling terrible. 14 carries for 62 yards. This team can't fucking run the football. It's terrible. Pacheco was out again today. Over there. Bo Nix played a lot better today. 24, 37, 295. I thought Bo Nix had his best game he's had in about a month, 2 months over here. RJ Harvey, really the only thing going. J.K. Dobbins, our guy, out for the season. That sucks, but they can't run the ball Denver either. The problem is the Broncos can't rely on Bo Nix week in and week out to throwing the football. That's probably going to be their downfall. Their defense was excellent. Both defenses were really good today. Kelsey had a great day, 9 for 91 and a touchdown. 1 for 61 for Thornton. Hollywood, 4 for 40. Rashee Rice, only 6 for 38. Xavier Worthy, 3 for 25. Just not a whole lot there on this offense. Defense was really good for both teams, I thought. Chiefs had a chance. Tie game. Denver goes down, kicks a field goal. Chiefs get the ball. They go like 3 and out over there. Troy Franklin, 4 for 84. Good. Pat Bryant, 5 for 82. 5 for 82. He had a really nice day. Sutton didn't really do anything till late in the game over there, but he had some big catches, moved the sticks a couple of times on third downs late in that game. So really nice performance for the Broncos. I definitely think this is the best Bo Nix of the offense has looked in probably a month. I would say maybe even longer. Defense has been good. They still don't have Patrick Surtain. Terrible. That doesn't count. Yeah, since like the Giants game. And their defense really didn't even look good then. And they were awful against the Jets. Their offense just hasn't looked good this year, man. Really, like, I could score 40 against the fucking Cowboys. You could give Hurts Shanahan and he would still be whatever. Ooh, I like that. True. Rest saved the Eagles game with that weak PI call. Yeah, Andrew, the PI was weak, but I thought they held Goddard on the inside. So I didn't have the sound on at the end of that game. I was just kind of watching it and getting prepped for the stream. And I thought they called it on the holding, but I know they called the PI against A.J. Brown and Rocky Sin. But it looked like Goddard got, like, tackled on the inside. So bad call, but there was a penalty. You can't win if you can't score, though. Yeah, but people will score. Like, that's the whole point. Mahomes ass. Mahomes is not ass. He is good. Sanders would be dead if he played. It's true. Sanders might be dead if he played his own defense. Myles Garrett might kill them. It will be a wide receiver first. Titans need one. They're not taking a wide receiver first overall. No, there's no wide receiver in this draft to take first overall. They'll take a defensive. They'll take like Caleb Downs. They'll take a defensive player. Jalen Carter, Jordan Davis. Yeah, their defense getting better. Their defense was horrible to begin the year, though, the Eagles. That's crazy. Cardinals break a record, most flags ever. Did they? They had the most completions ever, too. Is Daniels coming back? Maybe, but I wouldn't. I wouldn't bring him back. Their season's over. I wouldn't bring him back. Go Hoosiers. CJ West went there. Boo Hoosiers. Cardinals got 16 flags in the 49ers game, but the Cardinals are bad, so it makes sense. It does make sense. Eagles winning. Franklin, Broncos wide receiver. Yes, he had a very good day today. Be surprised. Kobe, what's up? Hello. Got a sub. Rizza with the sub. Appreciate that. Welcome. Break Forever with the sub. Appreciate that. If you guys are new here, sub to the channel. Drop it in the chat. I'll shout you out. I can only see public subs, so hit that like button. Get the stream out into the algorithm. Are you a Madden fan? No, I do not play Madden. I play College Football 26, and both games are horrible. Some of these tight ends need to talk to my guy Kittle in the summer. Yes, George Kittle's the man. Thoughts on the Seahawks? Excellent defense. Sam Darnold did exactly what I said Sam Darnold would do against a good team. 4 interceptions cost them the game. Their defense is excellent. Seattle's defense is a top 5 defense. They ran the ball a little bit better today. The Seahawks' ceiling is their run game and Sam Darnold. They have a Super Bowl defense. They do not have a Super Bowl quarterback or run game. Commanders need, pack it up, get ready for free agency in the draft. Yes. It's weird that Josina Anderson was hyping up Sanders with every completion and pass attempt low. Yeah, she tweeted one. Look at that 3rd and 10 conversion. Like, is she being fucking serious or like a smart ass over here? Like, he threw a 3-yard check down on 3rd and 10 and Judy busted it to get a first down. It was so crazy. Try, what's up? F my life. Eagles ref secured the victory. MVP performance by Alex Kemp, but let's be real. Jared Goff sucks balls and has worse mobility than 40-year-old Joe Flacco. He can't run perfect. Yeah, shitty call, but again, I don't think the Lions were scoring a touchdown anyway on that last drive. Like you said, try. It's tough. So yeah, really nice win for the Broncos over there. We touched on the Sunday night game. We got Cowboys Raiders tomorrow night. 2 terrible teams. Should be fun. Bad football. Cowboys offense is at least good. Raiders always fun to watch. The Vikings are so ass this season. They're extremely average this season. Also, all people don't trust Sam Darnold. Yeah, because why would you trust Sam Darnold? It wasn't Sanders. It was all on Judy on that play. Let's look at the schedule next week. Ooh, Bills-Texans Thursday. Interesting game in Houston. Okay. Vikings at the Packers. Fuck my life. Steelers-Bears, of course. Another potato game. Patriots-Bengals. Patriots moving to 10-2. Congrats. Lions-Giants. Lions going to get bounced back with a win there. Seahawks-Titans. Seahawks going to fix the train there. Colts-Chiefs. That's do or die for the Chiefs in Kansas City. Colts coming off a bye, too. That's a huge one. Ravens should take care of the Jets. Jets off of 10 days, though. Interesting. Yeah, Browns-Raiders. That's a fun one. Probably Shedeur Sanders first start. Jaguars-Cardinals. Yikes. Cardinals win that game. Watch Cardinals win that game. Eagles-Cowboys. We know how that's going to go. Saints-Falcons. Horrible. Buccaneers-Rams. Feels like a must-win for the Buccaneers. And actually kind of look at this. Niners-Panthers, kind of interesting. Panthers are going to be really, really bad or kind of good, and we know the Niners have the potential to be awesome. Broncos-Dolphins, Chargers, Commies on a bye next week, so good schedule coming up here over there. Are you guys paying both receivers or what? Your opinion? No, they're going to let Addison walk. They need to trade Addison. We already paid the Jettas. Lions played like absolute shit. Defense was amazing, but offense was an absolute joke because Jared Goff can't move. If he has 1 inch of pressure on him, it's straight to the dirt, interception or fumble. Yeah, and they can't run the ball like they used to. They know the rate. Everyone knows the Lions plays. Like, Brian Flores put the game plan how to stop that team. Like, teams are just taking away Amon-Ra St. Brown like it's nobody's business. It's insanely easy to take away Amon-Ra. Like, they know their routes. No Laporta for 4 weeks really hurts this Lions team. But good schedule. Good schedule coming up next week. Let's look at the playoff picture, and then we're going to wrap this thing up, guys. Over there. So hit that like button if you haven't already. Sub if you're new here. We're going to have our Power Rankings video out Tuesday afternoon. We'll be live again Wednesday night to do our picks for Week 12. I can't believe it's already Week 12, guys. And then picks video out Thursday against the spread First time in the division since 98 and NFC East teams won back-to-back divisions. Yup. ISO, hello. What's up? Huge win for Denver. They finally look competent for once. I 100% agree, Troy. They definitely look much better today than they've looked in like a month. That was a very nice win for the Broncos today. Hurts better look amazing next week versus Dallas. Dallas defense has made every quarterback look like prime Brady. Yeah. Standings. I click playoff picture and it takes me to a stupid fucking article. Let's just go to standings here. Okay, so Broncos in first place, wins the tiebreaker, win percentage. Broncos probably winning the NFC West. They have a 2-game lead, and the Chargers are dead. So Broncos are going to win the AFC West. Patriots in control of the division, but Buffalo's 7-3. They still got to play each other. So that's up for grabs, but I think Patriots are in. I think the Bills are in. Colts are in. They're going to win that division. Pittsburgh's a toss-up right now. Chargers I'm very concerned with. The Jaguars, the Texans, the Ravens are looming. The Chiefs are like, oh my God, everybody else is out in the AFC. Eagles are going to win the division. The Rams are going to be in. God bless us. I don't know what the Bears are going to do. The Bears are going to be, watch out, the Bears could be the team to fall out over there. Buccaneers, they'll probably win that division, but watch out for the Panthers. Seahawks, they're going to get in. Green Bay's probably going to get in. If Frisco can stay healthy, they're going to get in. I imagine the Lions are the team that knocks out the Bears to get back into the playoffs. So those are probably your sub out the Bears, put in the Lions because the Lions are currently out. Maybe the Panthers, Vikings dead after today's loss. Is Mahomes better than Hurts? Duh. Yes. The Lions QB is the problem and the run game. Yes. Goff is a problem and the run game, and they're predictable. What? Great. You saw our initial update on Rodgers isn't good. I thought the update was okay. I heard it was a few weeks. I heard it wasn't season. I heard it might be a break. I heard it wasn't like ligaments. I heard it was just a break. I know the Jags are frauds, but holy shit, they smoked the ICU charge. Yes, very predictable Jags game today. The idea that Chiefs might not even make the playoffs is crazy. I agree. It is a little crazy. Terry C, appreciate the sub. Welcome, welcome. I think the Colts will want to get back on track. To Pete, Colts lost their last game. No, the Colts won their last game. They beat Atlanta in Berlin. Colts won their last game. They beat the Falcons in Berlin. They lost the week before against Pittsburgh. He's out a few weeks to a month. Yeah, that's not ideal. This might be Josh Allen time to reach the Super Bowl. Yeah, it could be cleared out in the AFC. The Bills don't have a good team around him. Like, their defense is terrible, and they don't have receivers, but Josh Allen is probably going to be the best quarterback in the AFC playoffs. Who do you trust more in the playoffs, Danny Dimes or Darnold? Oh, God, kill me. Darnold slightly more. No, maybe Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones has a playoff win. I don't know. God. Dimes. Maybe Dimes. I'll trust Dimes a little more. I don't know. I can't believe I'm saying that. Jacks are like the ICE agents of the NFL. They always show up when you don't expect it. Wild, green, wild. Forgot that. Yeah, you try and black out those European games. I agree. Only against West Coast teams. Lamar needs that Super Bowl as well. Yeah, Lamar get in. The Ravens are currently not in. That's why I said it. But the Ravens get in. It's clearly like Lamar, Allen. If the Colts can run the ball, they'll be fine. I don't know about fine, but they'll be good. They'll be okay. They got to run the ball. Their defense is, their pass defense is, Really, really concerned for our first-round rookie guard, Gray Zabel, with his knee injury. It reminds me of what the Vike has last year when Darisaw went down and it completely changed the offense. Yeah, I did see he limped off with the knee injury. Do we have an update on that? And Gray Zabel's been great this year. Excellent. Ravens will win the division. Yeah, I definitely think they can. Chiefs rattle 7 in a row to win the division. I just don't think that's possible. I just don't think it's possible. Denver's losing. You got to have Denver lose 3 games. I can't find 3 losses on Denver's schedule. Look at Denver's schedule. Commanders, they have a bye next week. Then the Commanders win. Raiders win. Maybe you lose to the Packers. Jaguars win. Lose to the Chiefs. Chargers are dead. Win. That's the problem. You can't find 3 losses for the Broncos in their schedule. And the Chiefs have to be perfect. Tough game. Win. Tough game, but they can win that. Win. 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 So the Chiefs can roll it all. The Chiefs can win 7 in a row to get in. Okay, I'll do that. I just don't think they can win the division. Sending hate from Florida. Appreciate that, Coconut Head. Florida is a shitty place. Hurt MCL maybe, but don't know for sure. Well, hopefully MCL is much better than ACL, obviously. Denver loses to the Packers, Jags, Chiefs, book it. Oh, I don't think they can lose to the Jags. I don't think they lose to the Jags. The Jags are bad. Jaguar fans suck. Go Gators. I saw that no PI call yesterday. That was kind of wild in the Ole Miss game. That no PI, the receiver got like laid the fuck out when they were backed up at their own end in the 24. It was 24-21, I think. That was crazy. I saw that today. I was like, holy shit. I see Jacoby Brissett. Yeah, 47 completions. Michael Wilson. Yes, crazy day. Try. Concern for the Bucs. They're on a huge slide right now. Yeah, the Buccaneers are just very injured. Probably still going to win that division. They don't have the weapons. Brutal game against the Rams. Winnable game against the Cardinals. Bad game. See, they played their division. Still got to play the Panthers twice. The Dolphins, the Saints. Their schedule softens up here. LSU should hire Dion. Lol. Dion is retiring from coaching. He is an embarrassment. Yeah, they want to keep Ole Miss relevant for the playoffs. I mean, they would have got in with 2. But the Chiefs could go on a run and still probably miss the playoffs. Maybe. I don't trust. I just can't trust it. The Chargers are concerning, and nobody trusts the Jaguars. The Jets should trade. You're going to need more than 1 first-round pick to get Myles Garrett, and I would never trade for Myles Garrett if I don't have a quarterback. The Jets don't have a quarterback. You need a quarterback. Crazy that Hurts is the worst quarterback in his division. I don't know about that. Marcus Mariota starts in that division right now, and so does Jameis Winston and or Russell Wilson. Jalen Hurts is better than Jackson Dart. Okay, come on. Right now, Jalen Hurts is better than Jackson Dart. What do I do if I have a crush on someone from the internet but lives halfway across the country? I don't know. Discord? Video talk to them? As long as it's not a crush on me, Nathan. LOL. It's funny because Alabama playoff hopes come down to the Iron Bowl. I don't even know if they get in with the Iron Bowl. It's going to be close. I think they get in. If A&M loses to Texas, they get in. But if they win the Iron Bowl, they're in the SEC championship game, I think. I think they're in the SEC championship game if they win the Iron Bowl. Eagles are such frauds, bro. They're the same as the Broncos, maybe worse. They have the amazing defense and a bipolar offense, but at least the Broncos aren't tush-push merchants. True. Keys have 3 firsts this year. Jets have 3 firsts this year, 2 firsts next year. Yes. True. But you need a quarterback first. You got to get a quarterback. I like the Keys. The Keys better. And Myles Garrett's probably 2 first-round picks minimum. His contract's also super affordable. They were breaking down his contract the other day on a podcast. It's crazy how affordable it is, even with the new extension. Dart is better. JD is better. 4 is obviously better. I don't know about Dart, guys. Dart's fun. Auburn has nothing to lose with 3 weeks to prepare. I didn't say Auburn couldn't win. I definitely think they could win. If Auburn wins, they're cooked. They are definitely cooked if they win. Jalen's second best QB in the NFC. Yeah, probably. Oh, and she's married. That's not ideal, Nathan. That's not ideal. I'm going to have to punt on that one. I think the Browns need to keep giving Shador a chance. They gave Bum Gabriel like 5 weeks. They can't give up Sean Shador quickly. I mean, it's going to be the same results. Myles Garrett, probably 3 or 4. 4 is a stretch for a non-quarterback. 3, it's probably 2 firsts and a second. Especially when his age. He'll be 31 next year. That's why he's getting a little up there for a pass rusher, but he's still obviously insanely elite as a pass rusher. Miles is the man. So, all right, that's probably going to do it for us tonight, guys. Appreciate everybody stopping by. Is Jalen better than 2 of these? Dak, Dart of these 3. Dak, Dart, Daniels. He's better than Dak. Daniels would be the one you'd argue. Daniels was not good this year, though. Healthy or not, he was not good this year, Daniels. Garrett has 15 sacks. Like, holy shit, do you think he could break the record? Yeah, Myles Garrett could break the sacks record. He definitely could. Say Alabama gets to the conference title game but loses. Think they're in? Yes. Teams aren't getting punished for the conference title games. If he had 10 years left, then yeah. If he was 25, 26. Dart is good, but he's not better than Jalen Hurts. Yeah, and Dart's a rookie. He's fun. He runs. He still doesn't pass the ball a ton. Yeah, we have to be realistic, guys. Like, Jalen Hurts is an average NFL quarterback. Other guys aren't quite there yet. He's not as good as the Philly fans want to tell you. He's fine. But there is a bar here. There are levels to this shit. Especially against younger guys. Like, people are going to... Average is kind, to be honest. No, he's average. He's definitely average. Like, think of how many bad quarterbacks are out there. There's so many bad quarterbacks out there. But yeah, that's going to do it. I appreciate everybody. Again, we'll be live. Power Rankings video out Tuesday afternoon. We'll be live Wednesday night to do our picks for Week 12. Then, obviously, live again Saturday and next Sunday. And videos throughout the week. over there. So appreciate everybody stopping by. Have a safe rest of your week. I got a busy week ahead. Lots of fun stuff over there. So enjoy yourselves. We are almost to Thanksgiving. The NFL season, the football season has gone too fast. Just 2 weeks left in college football regular season. Taj, appreciate the jewels. Night, guys. Why would I listen to a Philly fan? I'm Brandon Staley and Dan Campbell's son. I don't punt ever. All right, Nathan, I like that. Night. Appreciate that. Break. Welcome. Break with the jewels. Let's go. Drake May. It better be a red Drake May jersey or that Nor'easter jersey green. You bastard. But Stafford for the win. Also, did we like the Rams last one? Did we like the Rams black jerseys? I kind of like their helmet. I love the like long sleeve shirt that Sean McVay was wearing. If you didn't see Sean McVay today, I'll pull this up right now because I love this shirt. This shirt was awesome. I am not a Rams fan. I kind of hate the Rams. I don't really hate the Rams. I only hate them when they play. Can I play my team? I'm ending on this. I'm ending on this. This is cold. This shirt is awesome. They did something here. This is tough. I like this. I like that. That's awesome. I like that logo a lot. It's kind of small, but that's it. Appreciate it. Rams black unis, low-key trash. No, I like them. I like the helmets. I love that fucking shirt McVay had. That shirt is awesome. That's a great logo. All right. Night, guys. Stay safe. Have a good week out there. Enjoy yourselves. Be on the lookout Tuesday afternoon for my power rankings. I'm sure everyone's going to be pissed where I put everybody. I still got to figure it out right now. So, all right. Like, subscribe, and share. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Helmets are great. Uniforms suck. We'll end it on that one.